What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Hero. Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. And it's Highsmith in at the 2.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Riza with it, covered by Wiggins. Daniel from outside hits the three-point bomb.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now, here's Adebayo. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Johnson against Adebayo. Has to wear. There's the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Man with it. He's covered by Hero. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Miami grabs the miss. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Man with it. Out defended by Adebayo. Johnson, the pass to Man. Back to Johnson. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Good on the three-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not what you want to leave open.
Now, Hero. Here's Ware. And it's Riza with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Johnson dishes to Daniels. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. He'd have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Hero. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
And at this point, Tyler Herro's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Herro's an outstanding offensive player.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
The Heat leading by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Man, and he dunks it down.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Now, Herro. Here's Ware. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Man. He's covered by Herro. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Herro kicks to Ware. Misses the chippy right there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Adebayo. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Highsmith, and the layup falls. Highsmith's got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Heat with the lead. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. A three-pointer is one. Right on target.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. I had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
On the wing, Daniels. The Hawks working the ball around. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Johnson. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Highsmith the pass to Ware. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Highsmith, defended by Young. Highsmith's shot is good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. No good on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Hero, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Young way outside, and it's Miami with the rebound. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Atlanta making a switch here. Man's checked in. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And you can tell Ricochet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Here's Adebayo. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. No good off the front iron.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And Ricochet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Here's Ricochet. No good. That would have tied it. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Wiggins. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he has a knack to score on the move. Wiggins stays in control even when he's at full speed.
And that one, good.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Hero on the wing. To the right side. And it's off from three-point range. Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Going to the rack with energy in the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Offensive rebound, pass to Man. Back to Johnson. Tries again. That one, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. Puts up a deep 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Hawks trailing. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Trae Young is out there with LeVert. Then there's Larry Nance. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Niang in at the 3 slot. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And the dunk by Capella.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
That's a pick by Love. Here's Burks. Here he goes.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
LeVert, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Here's Love. Back to Burks. Atlanta with the rebound. Niang with the ball. Still yet to score. Nance a screen on Robinson. Young with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Nice and composed on that 3 there. Trae giving his fundamentals all of his attention.
Love outside. Lets it go from deep. Nance with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg and bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And he's off on his first shot of the game. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Knocked away. Love finds Robinson. Rebounds. Atlanta takes possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Young against Burks. Young passes to Nance. Nance sets a screen for Capella. Out to Nance. Shot clock at 6. Back to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Young fires away from outside. Love grabs the board. The Heat trail by 4. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. And LeVert, here we go. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Nance with it. And now by Anderson. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Capella sets a screen for Young. 24 seconds left to play in the third. And the three ball is good. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
Man, this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Ware. Kept alive. Highsmith the pass to Hero. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
The Heat have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Hawks lead by 8. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Assist from Haywood.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Heat, Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. Out to the right wing. Johnson sets the screen for Rizeshe. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Johnson can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Offensive rebound. Here's Highsmith. Wiggins surveying the floor. The Heat need to get a shot off. Ware, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. Daniels dishes to Johnson. Right wing. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Here's the 3. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Johnson. And it's 7 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Left side, Hero. Pass to Ware. Adebayo against Johnson. Ware, no good. The Atlanta leading by 9. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Man, oh yes he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Rizeshe. Pass to man. Daniels with it. 4 on the clock. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Smith's shot is good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
The Hawks leading by 6. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Baseline try. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Out to the wing. Here's Ware. And with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the book. Johnson surveying the floor. And the wing man. To the wing right side. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Miami ball.
Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. There's the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Ware. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. You will credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And the Hawks with possession. Here's Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tyler Hero picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He hits the second from the line.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them. Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And so the Hawks take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home.
All right, DA.
Osborne for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Josh Giddey. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Ball in at the 2. Here's Reza Shea. Pass to Daniels. 6 to shoot. From deep, Johnson.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
To the middle. Outside Giddey. With the floater. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasize boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Reza Shea. Pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Reza Shea. Back to Johnson. Chicago with a rebound. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Now here's Smith. The Bulls need to get off a shot. The shot by Buzelis is no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. And here's Giddey. Smith outside. 4-3. Drains the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Here's Vucevic. And a nice finish on the layup.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
The Hawks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Daniels, that one's true.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Johnson passes to man. Johnson a screen on Ball. The kick out to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From deep, Giddey sinks the tray.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Got a hand on it. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Here's Daniels. Going inside. Pass to Reza Shea. Lets the 3 fly. Smith with the rebound. Bulls leading by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
Back to Giddey. Now here's Ball. 3-pointer. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Daniels. Giddey defends. kick out to Johnson. Here's Daniels. Will it go? Sure, from three-point range.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Chicago.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beat.
And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Chicago, scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Terrence Mann. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hawks 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Johnson passes to Daniels. And here's Mann. Pounded by Ball. Back to Daniels. On the wing, Mann. Johnson against Smith. 4 on the clock. Now here's Mann. Tight defense on him. Pass to Risache. Now a Kongwu. Back to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Goes up again. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And here's Smith. Back to Giddey. And he converts the layup. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Vucevic against the Kongwu. On the wing, Daniels. Sends it home from three-point land. Daniels has got 5.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Giddey passes to Vucevic. Back to Giddey for 3. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Okongwu, the pass to Mann. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he...
Oh, no.
Look out! Ruthless!
Whoa. How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Outside Giddey. Back to Smith. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one.
And give their offense some love. they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:07 left to play in the first half.
How about the footwork from Ball, making it tough to get by him?
A nice shot by Smith. And now it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Right side man. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vooch and his team.
Johnson on the wing. Back to Daniels. Pass to man. The three is up. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey against Johnson. Vucevic, a screen on Johnson. The shot no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for the Bulls, we've got Kevin Huerter. Williams is out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu, and it's White in at the point guard position. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bulls leading by 13. White with it, pass to Collins. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Down low. Stolen by Collins. And now the Bulls in transition from 12 feet. White can't hit. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. 15-point game. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Nance the screen. Niang, the pass to LeVert. Here's Capella. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. And it's Capella with the jam.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
White for 3. Capella with a rebound. Hawks trail by 15. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Nance with a screen on White. Young, the pass to Nance. It's LeVert on the wing. Nance the screen. Now here's LeVert. He's covered by DeSumo. LeVert, that's good.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Here's White. Kicks it out to Collins. Stolen by Capella. LeVert passes to Capella. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
On offense, here are the Hawks. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Stolen by Collins. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, got a piece of it. Young against White. Niang outside. Capella, pass to Young. Back to Capella. Capella, screen on White. Pass to Capella. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge.
Down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
There's Young with the three. Fires in the triple. Young's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Collins with a screen on Young. White can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Niang, no good. Knocked away. The kick out to Nance. Pass to Niang. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. LeVert with the ball. Niang, right side. Now Capella, and there's the foul. It's on Ayo DeSumo. That's his first foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. There's Young with the three. The three ball is good from Young.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
The momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Terrence Mann is out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside man. Pass to Okongwu. Back to man. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. Chicago leading by 10. The 3. And Lonzo Ball gets the 3.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Here's Daniels. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. He's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. To the right side. Now here's Ball. He's closely guarded. Here's Buzelis. And that one's long.
Normally he drains that.
Hawks trail by 11. On the wing man, covered by Vucevic. Man, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Risache. Picked up by Okongwu. Takes the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Back to Ball. Giddey passes to Smith. The kick out to Ball. Picked by Vucevic. From the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside man. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Chicago.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Floats one. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Man, the pass to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Vucevic against Okongwu. Johnson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Smith. And it's Giddey off the drive. Here's the 3. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Vucevic.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
To the wing, right side. Here's Risache from outside the arc. And the Hawks with another 3.
I love how competitive this kid Risache is, coming right back with his own triple.
Bulls leading by 8. Smith left side. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Vucevic. Here's Smith, covered by Johnson. Smith no good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Okongwu, the pass to man. Okongwu, a screen on Giddey. Back to Okongwu. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Giddey. All alone on the break. Johnson against Ball. Back to Daniels. From deep. Johnson passes to Okongwu. The 3 from Risache. Right wing. Money.
Oh my, Risache.
Just huge.
Yeah, you know, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They trail by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth. Atlanta misses again. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes,
pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. They've got Smith. Josh Giddey is out there with ball. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Miami grabs the miss. Wiggins outside. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And just about a minute into the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Highsmith. He's covered by Ball. They get the rebound. Hero from long range drains the three-pointer.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Vucevic against Hero. 5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. Buried from 15 feet out.
Giddey has the ability from that area to become a scorer.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Adebayo not allowing the defense to slow him down.
Here's Giddey. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Highsmith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Nice shot by Smith.
Smart read from Giddey, just trying to involve his teammates.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. Breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, DA. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And so here is Miami. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Highsmith. He's covered by Ball. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here is Giddey. 6 points for him. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat with the lead. Ware passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big Bam.
Giddey kicks to Smith. Outside, Ball. With the drive. Jacks up a 3. Smith, no good. The Heat leading by 4. And here's Adebayo outside. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Look at the moves from Buzelis. The big fella showing great quickness on the attack.
Here's Highsmith. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Hero. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. No good from outside. Pass to Smith from downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat lead by 2. Live from... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the 2. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Giddey finds Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. It's Hero with the drive. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Giddey. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
And Brandon, the super team era is indeed coming to a close. The Miami Heat are one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Giddey, the pass to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Smith kicks to Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Over Wiggins. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Ball. And the shot goes in. Hero's got 5 points so far.
That's what Hero is. He's a shot maker, a guy who figures out ways to put the ball into the bucket.
Buzelis, no one around him. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense. When he's out on the perimeter, he drains the triple.
To the left wing. And here's Adebayo outside. Vucevic with the rebound. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls. Smith. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hero passes to Highsmith. Fires the 3. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Pass to Giddey. Out to Smith. Over Adebayo. Offensive rebound. Vucevic with it. Ball with it. Nothing on the board. Count it. Ball's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Well, again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Here's Highsmith. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Picked by Vucevic. Oh, and it's Giddey scoring on a gorgeous play. Giddey's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defenders don't think that Giddey has that kind of shake to his game. I like it when he shows this kind of flash.
Hero finds Adebayo. And stolen by Giddey. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's where it's stolen by Buzelis. Ball with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Bulls got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Hero. Hero on the wing. Here's Highsmith. He's got 11. Basket good. Highsmith's got 13.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Vucevic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bulls on. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, Chicago has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kobe White. Kevin Huerter is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Collins in at the 5 down low. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
The Heat trail by 3. Here's Hawkins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Here's White. It's good. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Hawkins against Huerter. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Love with the screen for Burks. Going inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? White goes in, and White slams it in.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. That ties the game. Burks has got 5 now.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now. Huerter
passes to White. Williams sends a screen for White. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Burks. He has 5. Love outside. Outside Robinson. Love inside. He's defended by Herter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Jaquez finds Burks. 5 to shoot. Outside for Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat.
Good contest as Herter's size really helping that time.
There's a screen by Robinson. Burks. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
58 seconds left in the third. Jaquez with the screen on White. Jaquez with the wide open look. No good with the elbow jumper. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Herter. It's hauled in by the Heat. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes a 3. No good on that one. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. From deep, Collins. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jaquez the pass to Love. Here's Robinson. Good work there as it goes. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He could do that.
Williams sends a screen for White. To end the cold streak. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 4. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Miami leading by 4. Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Hero. Rebound by Smith.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
Here's Highsmith. And he makes good on the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wiggins with it, now guarded by Vucevic. And it's in there. Highsmith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Giddey gets to Smith. Back to Giddey. Smith outside. Back to Giddey. A floater. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
Takes it inside. Highsmith's shot is off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. It's Hero with the drive. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range.
too much to worry about with Bam when he's in the post and on the elbow making plays. And now he's making threes. Wow.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Back to Giddey for three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Adebayo with a screen on Vucevic. Back to Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Giddey. Vucevic the pass to Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Miami leading by 7. And here is Hero. Screen by Wiggins. It's stolen by Vucevic. Giddey with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Buries the long-range jumper. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
Lonzo Ball, give me pressure. I'll show you what I can do.
Miami's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Heisman. He's covered by Ball. Wiggins in the post. He's against Smith, and Wiggins throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Back to Adebayo. Gonzalez grabs the board.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
For 3, Smith. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And it's the Heat with the ball. 6-point lead. Giddey against Hero. Pass to Vucevic. Launches it. The shot, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Hero. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And Tyler's got to love that when he has a chance to rise up.
Ball, no good. So it's the Heat winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
everybody. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Terrence Mann is out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5. And for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside man, takes it inside, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
And Daniels doesn't mess around. When he's charging inside, he's focused on the flush.
Pass to Risache. Kongwu, a screen on Wiggins. Here's a Kongwu. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Picked up by a Kongwu. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Highsmith. And it's in there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Mann. Jacks up a 3. Highsmith grabs the board. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Second team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Picked up by a Kongwu. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. A Kongwu's got 5 now.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Hero, the pass to Highsmith. Driving inside. And there it is for him.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Man, the pass to Daniels. And Hero grabs the board. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Good on the bucket. He has 6.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Here's Daniels, hounded by Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Ware. He's off on the layup. The Hawks trailing. Here's Johnson. Outside man. There's the screen by Johnson. The three is up. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
To the left wing. Back to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Pass to Highsmith. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Tries again. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The drive by Man. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Adebayo against Okongwu. Puts up a three. Knocks it down from distance. Ware's got 7 points in the game.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Here's Daniels. And the powerful one-handed slam. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Atlanta on top, leading by a point. And we'll get things started. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the center position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Yep, count it. The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Wiggins against Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Okongwu, a screen on Hero. Now here's Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Pass to Rizachet. Man with it. Second shot opportunity. Johnson passes to Man. Johnson a screen on Hero. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Man. And the Hawks with another three.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Adebayo sets a screen. It's Hero on the take. Has to Ware. Atlanta with a rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. And Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian. And he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Here's Highsmith. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Miami shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
There's a screen. Okongwu inside, hounded by Wiggins. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Okongwu, high post. Pass to man. Johnson on the wing. On the wing man, hounded by Wiggins. Johnson for three. Adebayo with the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area, showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
Heat trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Daniels passes to man. Back to Daniels. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Here's Wiggins. Launches a three. That one is cash from Wiggins.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Here's Daniels. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
He takes it in. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
There's 38 seconds left in the second period. Hero with the bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
It's Daniels with a drive. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one. That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
The Hawks lead by 5. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels, hounded by Wiggins. Johnson inside, out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. 8 seconds left in the first half of this one. 4 on the clock. Pass to Daniels. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hawks ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Trae Young out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's George Niang. Then it's Larry Nance. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hawkins. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Hawks lead by 3. Here's Young. Nance outside. Screen by Capella. To the inside. Outside Young. It's stolen by Hawkins. Miami shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Personal foul. First.
And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
The game now all tied up.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Capella. The kick out to Nance. Back to Capella. Clock at 6. Nance against Jaquez. It's stolen by Jaquez. Miami shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Here goes Trey. And no good. The dry spell continues. Heat leading by 3. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Young looking around. Fires the 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Jaquez. Good D by Niang.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Larry Nance Jr. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. Here's Burks. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Love a screen on Young. Burks goes in. Yep, that one's good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Miami shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Second personal foul.
Hawks trail by 7. Outside Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Heat have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
A line change here for Miami. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
It's Daniels with a drive. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
Adebayo. Miami ball.
Here's Hero. They set the pick. Pass to Ware from behind the arc. The rebound by Mann. Hawks trail by 7. The kick out to Johnson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Adebayo. Fast break Miami. Wiggins from long range. The rebound by Atlanta. On the wing, Daniels. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Johnson on the wing. Knocked loose. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Daniels.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Team foul number 4.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
For a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
.43 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And there's the drive. Pass to Ware. With some arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Okongwu, a screen on Wiggins. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
23 seconds left in the third. The drive by Mann. Okongwu, the pass to Mann. Okongwu, a screen on Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mann misses. Now Adebayo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Miami Heat finishing the quarter with an 8. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Daniels passes to Johnson. Now here's Okongwu. Not a lot of room. Back to Daniels. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 10. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. The 3-ball. Offensive board. Here's Highsmith, covered by Johnson. It's stolen by Okongwu. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Hits a 3-pointer.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Now here's Hero. Drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now. able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Stolen by Hero. In transition, here they come. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Nice work there by Hero, getting the ball and using some fast hands.
Pass to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. This one for three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. Miami leading by 11. Hero outside. Driving to the basket. He's off on that one. Good D by Okongwu. For Atlanta, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Sinks it from distance.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here's Ware. And Okongwu with the block. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Highsmith. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Outside man. Okongwu, a screen on Hero. Man, the pass to Okongwu. Pocket 4. Here's Daniels. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. Back to Okongwu. Outside man. Lets it go from 14. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. Adebayo against Johnson. They set the screen. From about 19. Adebayo, no good. Here's Atlanta now.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Adebayo with it. And so Miami takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward position. Nice shot by Smith.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here is Daniels. Okongwu with a screen on Giddey. Daniels passes to Okongwu. They grab their own miss. Johnson kicks to Daniels. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Pass to Daniels. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Daniels.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. He's covered by Daniels. The layup off target. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Break since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Okongwu a screen. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Giddey following the bucket by the Hawks.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Daniels dishes to Okongwu. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Reza Shea driving inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Daniels. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Josh Giddey.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Daniel, 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
When he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
The Hawks leading. Daniels kicks to Okongwu. Stolen by Ball. Buzelis, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 5, and he drives in, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Vucevic has got 5 now.
The ability to stretch the 4 is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Vucevic. He's got 5. Smith finds Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Out to Smith. Over Johnson. Smith, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Johnson with the stop.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Out to Smith. This one for 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Johnson in the corner. Chicago grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Right side, ball. Back to Giddey. Takes a shot at the elbow.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jalen Johnson, he's been the guy. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court right now for the Hawks. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Terrence Mann is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu into the center position. Now, here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
On the wing, Johnson, covered by Smith. Out to the right wing. Back to Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Mann finds Johnson from deep three-point territory. Now Rizachet. And it's Rizachet missing.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
The teardrop, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Out to Smith. Pass to Buzelis. Screen by Smith. From past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance. And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Okongwu, the pass to Mann, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Johnson. He's got 11. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. In the corner, Smith with it. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 6 assists in the game. Daniels dishes to Okongwu. Johnson, the pass to Okongwu. Back to Johnson.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Johnson with a screen on Giddey. Daniels, no good. The Bulls leading by 3. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 9. Pass to Buzelis. 4 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's blocked by Johnson.
Second violation. Hawks ball.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now here's Giddey. He has 5. Smith the pass to Giddey. Floats one, and that one is good. Giddey's got 7 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Okongwu kicks to Daniels. Pass to Rizeshe. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Buzelis. That shot, no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Okongwu. Vucevic defending. Pass to Rizeshe. Back to Okongwu. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Okongwu's now got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. On the wing, Giddey. He's covered by Daniels. Back to Giddey. Banked in off the glass. He's got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Bulls lead by 3. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kobe White. Williams is out there with Collins. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2-guard position. White against Young. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Nance sets a screen for Young. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And White with the stop.
And at 6'5", White more than capable. Athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Got it. Good job in the low post. Young's got 5 points so far.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Dosunmu finds White. Rebounded by the Hawks. Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also been
a big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Dosunmu, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Screen by Niang. Nance passes to Niang. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Williams. And he lays it straight in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. Nance's screen on White. Young for 3. They get it again. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 1, and the bucket from Capella.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Count it. He has 6. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Young against White. Pass to Nance.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Nance a screen on Herter. Here's Niang. It's good from long range. Niang's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Collins. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. White with it for the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. White against Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. For the lead. Collins grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
White the pass to Collins. Back to White. Outside Williams. Nailed from 3-point land. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Capella. Nance outside. Capella sets a screen for Nance. Back to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Nance with no one around. And it falls over the rim and in.
Assist goes to Clint Capella.
Chicago leading. And White kicks to Collins. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
34 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Dosunmu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Bulls have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And he knocks down the first one. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Jalen Smith comes in for Patrick Williams. Buzelis is checked in for Kevin Herter. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Kobe White. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Dosunmu. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Lonzo Ball.
Daniels dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an
assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, in the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Rizachet in at the 3. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Daniels with it. 3-pointer. Rebound by Smith. And here is Giddey. Over to the left wing. Ball finds Giddey. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Pass to Mann. Now, here's Okongwu. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that is right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Giddey with it. Okongwu covering. Back to Giddey. 6 to shoot. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. The 3 ball. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Giddey. Vucevic has got the lead back up to 5 now for the Bulls. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Daniels. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%, 5 of 10. Pass to Buzelis. Out to Smith. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Vucevic up top. Now Buzelis. He takes it in, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis, and he moves well for a guy that size.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Giddey kicks to Smith. Pass to Vucevic. Out to Smith. On the wing, Giddey. He's covered by Daniels. Giddey, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Rizachet with it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Back to Okongwu. Pass to Rizachet. No good on the 3.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
Here's Smith. Now Buzelis, covered by Johnson. Outside ball. Here's Buzelis. Oh my goodness! What a play! And that one is stuffed right through.
How about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Out to Smith. There's the triple. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 7. Here's Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Giddey.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Daniel.
So it's Chicago winning this one. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up, along with...
they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the center position. Now here's Ball. Here's the floater. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Heat on offense. Here's Highsmith. Pass to Ware. Over to the left wing. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Now here's Vucevic. Counted by Adebayo. Buzelis' shot is good.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
About a minute into this first quarter, and you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea. But
oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Highsmith passes to Hero. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
How about Hero? Gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Smith outside. Lets the three fly. Another three for Chicago.
And Giddey just that sixth sense to find the open man.
For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Highsmith. Connects from downtown. Highsmith's got 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Knocks it loose. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Uncovered. That one's wide left.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Smith no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Smith hits them both. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Chicago leading. 1:19 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Giddey.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Adebayo a screen on Ball. And he drives in. And the basket by Highsmith. Highsmith's got 7 points in the game.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Giddey. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Wiggins with it. No made baskets yet. Pass to Adebayo. .35 seconds left in the first quarter. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
Adebayo from long range. Ellis grabs the board. Bulls leading by 5. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
The kind of sharp passing makes them tough to defend in transition.
From the inbound. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
It's more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut. They know they're going to get it.
Picked by Vucevic. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Giddey passes to Vucevic. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
And there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Highsmith in at the shooting guard position. Adebayo a screen on ball. Out to the wing. Adebayo against ball. Let's go with a 3. Adebayo, no good. And Giddey's got the ball here for the Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Adebayo against ball. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got his first basket.
And Lonzo can score. He drives like that with intent.
Here's Highsmith. Hounded by Ball. The kick out to Wiggins. To the left side wing. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ware. 3-pointer. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. The drive. No luck on that one. Heat trail by 8, and we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Here's Ware. 5 points in the game. Now here's Adebayo. Ware, that's good. Ware's got 7.
And Bam dropping another dime, never shy about sharing the ball.
Pass to Vucevic. The 3. Rebound by the Heat.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Adebayo from long range. Second chance effort. And the nice bucket inside from Hero. Now just a 4-point Bulls lead.
And a great job by Tyler that time, just getting in there and wanting to be involved in the rebound.
Here's Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Highsmith passes to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Vucevic, a screen on Wiggins. Ball passes to Vucevic. Smith with it. Back to Vucevic. Smith with a screen on Wiggins. The Bulls need to get off a shot. They get it again. He can't get it to go. Heat trail by 6. Hero outside. A minute 9 left in the second quarter. Adebayo, a screen on Giddey. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Adebayo, no good.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Big men who dish it like Vucevic are royalty in this league.
So it's Miami now. Chicago making their last shot. Gets the three to fall.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And it's Giddey off the drive. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Ball outside. Pass to Vucevic. There's the three. Nails it from three. Vucevic has got 7.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
And the basket by Highsmith.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And he lobs it up.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. It's Adebayo, high post. Here's where. And that's not going to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Bulls leading by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shots.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Smith.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's White in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
White can't hit. Heat trail by 12. Jaquez, the pass to Love. Back to Jaquez. Outside Love. Beyond the arc. And again, no good by Miami.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
They set the pick. Jones, the pass to White. Shoots over Burks. Here's Jones. Count it. Jones has got 4 points this quarter. For Miami, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Outside Robinson. Here's Jaquez. Here's Jovic. Off the mark there with a 3. Chicago leading by 14. White with it. Now Burks defending. And Williams punches it home.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Knocks down the triple.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's White. Still no points. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Jaquez against Huerter. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
And he throws it down with one hand.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Now here's White. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Love passes to Robinson. From deep three-point land. And again, no good by Miami.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Dosunmu. White looking it over. He gets it in there. White's got 4 points this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Love for three. On target from range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
White, the pass to Dosunmu. Shot is up. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Burks. No points yet. Here's Jovic. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Chicago leading by 19. Williams, a screen on Burks. Outside, Williams. Back to White. Williams with the screen. White, the pass to Williams. And here's White. Unable to get that one. Now Love. There's the triple. Drains the triple. Love's got 6 points. Collins against Love. Launches it. Collins, no good. Here's Jovic. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with a 16-point advantage. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Bam Adebayo. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Highsmith in at the two-guard spot. Adebayo, a screen on Giddey.
And Hero does a nice job driving in there and then making sure he gets fouled.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Here's Buzelis. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Ball into the lane. Here's Smith. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Pass to Ware. Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound. Chicago leading by 15. Right side Giddey. Adebayo with a steal. Here's Highsmith, covered by Vucevic. Wiggins from long range. Again, the Heat misses.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
Oh, it's stolen. going for the lob. Ball with a steal. It's Giddey on the wing. Pounded by Adebayo. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Well, you got to slow him down. If he gets ahead of speed like that and measures those steps, Lonzo's going to throw it down.
Here's Highsmith, covered by Smith. Here's Adebayo, and finished off by Adebayo.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Pass to Smith, fires the three. Rebound Miami. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins punishing him inside.
And when he is on the move and starts to show his athleticism, that's when the special moments come from Andrew Wiggins.
Now Vucevic. Here's Smith, and there's a pick. Outside Giddey. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his fourth rebound in this one. And there's the lob. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Adebayo. Heat trail by 13. Back to Wiggins. Hero outside. Out to the right wing. Adebayo. And he drops it in from the low post. Adebayo's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
Here's Giddey. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding it.
Adebayo from long range. He drops it from range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And Giddey's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They led the game at one point by 20.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Bulls.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Josh Giddey.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Offline with a three. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Adebayo finds Hero. Five on the clock. Back to Adebayo. And the deficit down inside single digits. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Ball way outside. Missed it. This one belongs to Chicago. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.